It is the Riot Podcast. Happy Wednesday, February 3rd to everybody. Did I say 3rd?
You
February
did.
23rd. 23rd.
You're like, we're going back in time.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
We're redoing the whole month of February.
I missed a few episodes or something.
Dude, get ready because you're almost to March.
Yeah, we're getting there. So what do we like about the podcast today? Anything?
Well, I think the biggest thing, if you go to RadioU Riot on our Facebook page, check out Isaia and his attire today. His clothing does lead to the fact that maybe he's sick. We'll find out as the day progresses.
Yeah, a little bit. I would say don't feel as hot as I usually do. But also, when I am sick, I try to make it a point to where like people can't tell I'm sick. You know, like when I come in, outside of maybe my appearance, we said I was a little bit flushed. But then as we were talking a little bit off the air, Hudson obviously had to make the remark that apparently he doesn't get sick.
I don't get sick. Nope.
And he's standing by
Isaiah,
that too.
You're not supposed to hide it, okay? Because no one else wants to get what you have.
I know. I told you guys, like the very first time I walked in here, I was like, just a little PSA so you know I'm sick.
But you're telling us that like we're less than 6 feet apart.
Well, yeah, I mean, at that point, I'm already here. So it's not you guys are going to be like, well, you're not going to come in for the show. I'd already made the decision to show up. If I thought I was putting you guys in danger, then I would have
But shouldn't we get to make that decision?
No, that's my decision. Because I know how I feel, you know?
Okay, but you were so confident, like, I don't need to tell anybody. It's fine. No one needs to know anything. But times have changed where we would like some transparency if you don't feel good.
I came in the room. I sat down
You
3
told
feet
us
away from you.
after.
But I was already, like, we were already contaminated. I was with you guys yesterday. I wasn't feeling so hot yesterday either.
You should have told us yesterday.
But listen, I didn't know if it was a thing or not. You know when you wake up in the morning and you're like, am I sick or am I tired? Or am I just sad?
We
It's
don't
a combination
feel
of the
that
three.
way.
That's me every morning. Am I sick? Am I tired? Am I just sad?
It is hard. You
And
definitely
you can't tell.
could justify calling in sick for work almost every day when you're waking up at 4 in the morning.
Do not feel bad. If you feel bad, don't feel bad about ever calling out sick. But please, no one wants anything else.
Well, I think you guys are safe.
I think I'm safe.
Hudson thinks he's really safe.
Hudson's so confident.
If anybody gets sick.
But I don't want it to be
crossed.
just like the weird twist of fate where it's like, I get it again or something like that. I don't want anything. We had another staff member get the norovirus like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And man, I was like, please, please, please.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Please, no
Keep
one
it
wants
away.
that.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll be okay. I'm thinking my goal is always by Friday. So as long as I can be better by Friday, I'll be good to go.
Because you want to be well when you're not around the other people
Exactly.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like when I'm here, like, I mean, I'm already at work. I'm waking up early. I'm tired as is. I already feel kind of sick every day.
Yeah.
So, if I'm sick during the week, no big deal. But if Saturday rolls around and I'm still sick,
Then it ruins your plan.
then it
you-
ruins that
Yeah.
following week and the week before because it was all for nothing.
By then, your staff members around you will be getting sick on the weekend because that's the timeline.
Well, who's this about here? Me or you guys, all right? I'm fending for myself.
All right. I'm just worried. It's
So, yeah,
fine.
we talked a little bit about my sickness. We also talked a little bit about some dinosaur talk, which I like dinosaurs.
You
I'm
do?
a big dinosaur guy.
Yeah.
And
You believe they were around?
I do believe. I'm a big believer in the dinosaurs, where Hudson apparently not so much.
Are you teasing,
believer.
Hudson?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure.
Did you hear that? Did you? What? Am I teasing?
I have an open mind about. I'm open to being convinced that dinosaurs exist, but I haven't been convinced so far.
Okay. I'm not sure. I just need to know if you're telling the truth or not about your concern about the lies around dinosaurs.
I just think we all just kind of go with the dinosaur
Yeah.
thing. We're just supposed to believe that when everybody is so skeptical of aliens, and I think we
don't
have
throw
about the same
aliens
amount
in.
of proof.
Don't
What do you
throw
mean?
aliens
There's no
in.
we don't have alien bones.
Sure,
That's
there
the
is.
thing. Where?
There's documentaries.
Oh, hang
You can
on.
watch
Here we
documentaries.
go.
Nope. No, thank you. No.
What about Area
Not in the
51?
podcast today.
What about
okay?
Area
Not today.
There's all kinds of things that people are skeptical of that are a lot more believable than dinosaurs, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
And so all I'm saying is, why are we so sure?
So listen, if you had to make a bet, would you put it on dinosaurs were real or were fake?
Ooh, what are the odds? What numbers are you
They're
giving me?
even. They're
even odds?
They're even odds.
Or-
where they don't get plus
Even
Or
money,
is
huh?
it that there were, but maybe they didn't look at all like what we
Yeah.
what we interpret
Would
them
you
to
believe
look
that?
like?
I think I think that's easier to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know why we trust the scientists to just know how to put the bones together.
I think it's because, like, as a child, we want, like little kids love dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So, like, then, obviously, the toy stores and stuff, they'd lose a lot of money if
That's
we found out
true.
the dinosaurs.
And we wouldn't get the
no.
Jurassic
There's
Park movies.
dinosaur money.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad somebody came up with them, whoever it was, but that doesn't convince me that they're.
I
In
always
order-
wanted one when I was little.
They have to keep dinosaurs alive, like the love for dinosaurs alive, by coming up with new ones every so often.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's
They
this
totally
whole
do.
thing.
That is true. They,
All right.
Maybe they are. Maybe
How
they
are
are
they
stretching this a little
still
bit.
in this day and age discovering new dinosaurs?
Well, it probably takes some time to put them together.
Yeah.
I guess it
And
does.
for this
or for them to
dinosaur,
invent them in their minds
when you
and then
hear
find
about-
bones they can put together to
You
match
can't
that.
have too many, obviously. It has to come out like every couple
Yeah,
years.
you
Like,
spread
here's a
them
new
out.
one. Yeah.
And for this one, they took a while because they were looking for its arms.
Yes.
They never
They could. They were like, but this can't be. Like, he can't be done.
He's
like,
not
Yeah,
done.
right.
This isn't the end of him. We got to
There
find the
must
rest
be
before we can really.
something we're missing.
Who stole the
It
arms?
just
Yeah.
doesn't look quite right.
All right, well, I don't know if this was a good intro or not, guys. I don't know, but it is what it is. It's too late. Things have been said.
Yes.
Questions and concerns about dinosaurs have been
Now,
raised.
I'm going to be painted as the
Conspiracy
non-believer
theory?
guy.
Yeah.
And if on Friday it's just me in here, you know
Oh.
why? Yeah, buddy.
Well, enjoy the podcast today. Make sure you text and say hi to at 877-2-RADIO-U. And you can also email us at riot@radiou.com.
We'll catch you
See you
next
guys.
time.
Bye.
The worst podcast with the best listeners. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
And it's something you never think about when it comes to being a superhero, going to the bathroom.
Well, everyone goes to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Even
everybody has to.
superheroes.
Actually, that'd be a good superpower.
Yeah.
If you never had to go.
Dude, I feel like that'd be like some sort of kid's book.
That has to exist, right?
I'm sure it's already there.
It must be out there. But, actually, I say you never think about it. Sometimes I do. I think in when you watch either superhero movies or like the action movies, I think, one, when are they sleeping when they're doing like these cross-country, cross-galaxy chases? How are you getting any sleep in? And two, when are you going to the bathroom sometimes? But that
As the superhero in the like movie, or are you talking like the actor or actress playing the superhero?
See, I was talking about in this case, actually in the movie, but you never think about playing a superhero and having to go to the bathroom either. But that's one of the struggles. In fact, it's something that both Tom Holland and Christian Bale have both gone through, because Christian Bale, he played Batman, and so initially this came up because he told Robert Pattinson when they happened to running into each other, oddly enough, in the bathroom.
No.
Robert Pattinson, this is when he was getting ready to play Batman. He's like, "You got any advice?" And he's like, "Make sure you get your bathroom breaks locked down, because it's not
'cause-
easy when you're in the suit."
Yeah, once you're in the costume, it's hard to take off.
And Tom Holland has found something similar. So he was recently telling a story on this is Live with Kelly and Ryan, and he was doing an interview where he was telling them. So in the first Spider-Man movie, he was doing like 11-hour shoots, very long days. And it wasn't really built into the suit. There wasn't a zipper. So he didn't have a really easy way to go to the bathroom. But he was young. He was still pretty new, a fresh face. He didn't want to...
Speak up.
Yeah, so he wanted
Yeah.
to impress the studio. And so he didn't want to take a lot of bathroom breaks. He would call his mom every day, and he was telling her about it. And so eventually his mom wound up calling
That's
the
a mom
studio.
thing. Yeah, there it is.
And saying, "Hey, you need to." I don't know. We don't know exactly what she said, but she said that he needed to make sure that he had got his frequent bathroom breaks. So one of the producers, a couple days later, comes up to him and was like, "How are your kidneys doing? Your mom called. She wanted to make sure you're doing okay."
Oh, that he could get more bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
Oh, first off, moms are the best.
Yeah, right?
Because moms will do things that you do not want to do.
Oh, yeah.
And suddenly people start moving when your mom asks, but not when you.
That's right.
Not when you ask for more bathroom breaks.
Your mom's got nothing to lose.
I read
Not like you
something
do.
through some like article too, how she was saying like he has smaller kidney
Oh
or something.
no!
Like, he just has
Well,
to
he
go to
is
the
pretty. He's a
bathroom.
tiny guy, so I
He's-
guess that makes sense.
He has to go to the bathroom more often than maybe the average superhero.
Sure. You don't think about it, though, and being in that Spider-Man suit, that'd be tough.
Yeah.
But then again, like all the CGI they can do, they can't CGI out the zipper.
I bet that's too expensive. But to me, I always thought
I guess it'd be on every shot, so that'd be tough.
And then you forget the one.
Yeah, right.
An important scene, and it's down too.
But you would think all the technology they have in the superhero world as well, that Iron Man and Spider-Man, they would have figured out a way to have an easy bathroom access
I don't
for
know.
the suit.
I guess it is true, though. It'd be hard to figure out a way to get in and out of the suit quicker so that you could just take a bathroom break. But
yeah,
they're
when
not
you're in
made
one of
for
those,
that.
the full body, the full body spandex, that would be tough. I guess I just always assumed that, again, not that I put a lot of thought into this, but after reading this, I was like, so they don't have like a fly built in? I thought they would have a fly.
I guess not.
I guess not. That would be ironic on a Spider-Man
At that
suit,
point, you're like, Spider-Man's going to the pool over there. No one look.
Hudson sees the glass as half empty. But get this. He thinks a glass half empty is good. The Riot. Radio U.
So we have no football to talk about today. We have no basketball because the NBA is off. So we're going with the next best thing. Women's soccer.
Women's soccer?
Yeah.
That's what that's the sport.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about your tone.
I didn't even mean to have a tone. And then I was like, wait, I think I sound like I have a tone.
You do.
We're about to
like
start making people mad is what's about to happen.
You're like, wait, I'm a woman. I can be fine.
Yes.
I can like it or not like it.
You can say whatever you want.
It's you two that can't say anything.
No, we love the She Believes Cup. And that's not a tone at all.
Sure, good.
And the She Believes Cup, Isaiah, were you watching?
I was watching.
Actually,
No,
you know what?
weren't.
I wasn't. I just want to see
Okay,
Hudson's
you're lying
face
too.
when he says that, when he's talking crap about some women's soccer.
I'm not talking crap.
Yes, you are. You're like, we don't have football today. We don't have NBA today. So we're talking about the next best thing
You should
with
have
your little
said-
sarcastic voice.
No, I wasn't sarcastic. I was just like, normally we wouldn't be able to get to women's soccer.
It's in the news right now. If anybody's listening to the news, you'd hear about women's soccer, and you were about to talk about it right now.
Yeah.
Great story.
Wait, is this a great story?
This is a fantastic story.
For who?
For the USA, baby! Team USA!
Hey, guys, let's just give the news on the soccer before
right.
we keep giving more of our opinions.
Tell us, Isaiah, why this is great news.
Oh, because Team USA beat New Zealand 5-0.
Yeah.
But it was a
Is that
special
unexpected?
game. No, that was expected, but it was a special game because not only did Team USA destroy New Zealand, obviously, but it got help from one of New Zealand's players who ended up scoring a hat trick on their own team.
It sounds like New Zealand destroyed themselves.
They
is
did.
what I'm
That's the
hearing.
worst. Well, if they were up by 5, it's not like that would have changed anything.
Yeah, they would have won like 2-0 instead of 5-0. But the first 3 scores of the game were all scored by a New Zealand player.
Okay, wait. So are we running out of sports when this was on Sunday and it's Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're finally getting to it?
I know. I saw this yesterday, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen." So the first 3 scores of the game,
See?
she scored on her own team.
You're saying that
no.
it's a great story. It's very sad. I actually feel for this New Zealand soccer player, Michaela Moore. She's played. This is her 50th cap. She's played in so many games.
You think she'd figure it out by now?
Yeah,
I mean, you
said
can't
that.
score on yourself.
She said that it was a tough day at the office.
Yeah, I'll
so
say.
obviously disappointed, but everyone on her team is behind her, even though that was a tough moment for her.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to get excited about a win when you.
No, actually, no, it's not. You can't, even if the other team's scoring on themselves. Actually, if you were in the moment and in the winning team, you're like, this is great.
This is
What
so
an easy
right.
day.
Keep it up, baby.
Hey.
Run another. Pass it to her again.
We'll just wait here while you keep scoring on yourself. You would have been so excited.
They must have been so disappointed when they finally took her out of the game. But this is why I don't like soccer. This is the only sport where you could lose because you scored a goal on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen in other sports. Name another where this happens.
You can do that in hockey. You can do that in lacrosse.
You can, but it never happens because it's a better sport.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
This is not the conversation we're having.
That's it. Can you just leave it with the score? And there was the cup on Sunday. Could have just had that be the
Jeez,
details.
I think that soccer, that makes it even harder because if you're able to score on yourself, it makes it so much more difficult. You can even tell on the goalie's face the third time that she scored on herself that her goalie was just like, what the heck are you doing?
How can you prepare for your own team? Actually, maybe we need to consider the idea that the United States, maybe something nefarious went on.
Oh, money?
I know. That's what it looked like after the third one.
One own goal, you can believe. 2 times, sheer coincidence.
Fool me
3
twice.
times, 3 times it starts to seem a little suspicious that why is the United States dominating New Zealand at soccer? Is it because of these 3 own goals and the United States is just so much better? Maybe. Or is it because the United States is taking different avenues? They're taking a Russian approach to
Nice.
to the soccer.
I think what you should do is just wait a year or 2. And if you see this New Zealand player suddenly on the U.S. team, then things were promised.
Right.
And fake goals were made.
I'm just saying, I bet you in Russia, when they are winning all those gold medals, that nobody in the country was questioning. Nobody was like, hey, wait, hold on, guys. Let's not cheer for the gold medal. But because I don't know if this is all on the up and up. So that's what I'm doing here. I just want to say, just seems a little suspicious. Can we do an investigation just to be sure
Hey,
before we start getting excited?
Hudson and Isaiah, next time we talk about women's soccer, can you run it by me first?
Yeah, I know.
I just want to know your thoughts and opinions, and then we'll decide if we share it with everybody.
You don't want to... You want to stop me from accusing the United States of cheating?
We just need to work out we're framing.
Yes,
framing
that's
things.
good. I just want to hear your thoughts first.
Okay.
Hudson, Nikki, The Riot on Radio U.
Isaiah, what are you wearing right now?
My blankets,
And
some coats.
How many coats?
I'm wearing like 2 coats.
So you have a t-shirt, a hoodie, a coat, a blanket. Do you still have your slippers?
No, I'm not wearing my slippers anymore. I decided to
Okay.
be professional today.
Before I realized, because Isaiah came in and said you're feeling a bit under the weather.
A little under the weather this morning.
Well, you can't tell.
Before I was going to tell you, and I'm just going to tell you now, it looks like your outfit for today when you first came in. It looks like when you go to the airport and your luggage is overweight and you have to put so many items on to get on the plane. I was like, that really looks like his style for the day because he has so many layers.
I just needed to carry more things, so I was like, let me just keep everything on. But it was yesterday, I came in and I knew I wasn't feeling well already. And then if we remember, it was freezing cold.
Oh, it was so cold.
In the studio, so we can attribute my sickness to that as well. And I didn't bring my coat because it wasn't like that cold outside. So today, I brought my coat because I knew I was already sick. I didn't want to risk another day in the cold of my studio.
But wait, what if you are feeling cold because you're sick, like clammy?
Yeah, it could be a little bit of both. I mean, today it feels a lot warmer in the studios. Yesterday,
it's pretty comfortable.
It was just downright cold. Where this morning I was feeling a little bit warmer, but at the same time I still don't feel great.
What's the word? Flushed? Like you are red in the cheeks.
You think I look flushed?
Yeah.
Do I look pale or do I just look red?
Flush looks like just the cheek parts.
Yeah, actually, you do have kind of rosy cheeks.
But you took your temperature, so.
Yeah, I'm not running a fever or anything. I just feel terrible. Just
Right.
feel
Well, I'm
bad.
glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah,
I
of
love
course.
that. Please, why don't you come closer?
Hey, I keep my distance in my corner over here for the majority of the time in the mornings. I'm in my own studio, so it's not a big deal.
Well,
but last
Lysol
night,
after.
yeah, of course. Last night I was like, dang, do I want to go in tomorrow? I really don't want to go in tomorrow. And then I was like, maybe I'll just go. I'll see in the morning how I feel.
Yeah.
But I knew once I woke up, I was like, well, I can't text Nikki and Hudson now and be like, hey, out of the blue, I'm sick. And so I was like, well, I'll come in, and if I feel bad, I'll just leave.
Hey, you can, okay?
Yeah, you're free to
course.
do
It
that.
doesn't mean you're getting a text back.
Yes. No text back. It's just like, well, I guess Isaiah's not showing up today.
And I told Isaiah, I was like, why don't you just get all your work done today? That way, if tomorrow or Friday you're sick, you got all your other responsibilities
Can you
done.
pre-record the news for the rest of the week?
Yeah, let me just get some stories together. Some
Just
personal ones.
put a few different stories about Russia and Ukraine,
Yeah.
and then we'll put the right ones in depending on what happens. How about that?
That sounds about
Why don't
right.
you do this look back in last year's news on
Yes.
this day? And you can
On
have
this
a
day, February
classic
24th,
news.
2019.
Well, I hope you feel better. You do look like your luggage. You had to wear all your clothes to go on vacation today, but I now know it's because you were feeling clammy.
A little bit under the weather, but we'll rebound. My goal whenever I get sick is just to be better by Friday. So I'll be
so that
better
you
by
can
Friday.
enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Because if I'm sick going into the weekend, then my whole week is shot. Then it's just
Sure.
terrible.
Of course.
I wasted my whole week, and then the one part I enjoy is the weekend, and then that's just ruined as
That's
well. You
nice
know?
that you consider work a waste.
Well, I don't think it's a waste, but it's a waste if on the weekends I feel sick.
Well, do you have any vitamins or
I'm taking vitamins. Yeah, I've got
stuff?
some vitamins rolling. I had chicken noodle soup yesterday. That's how you know I'm really feeling bad. Is when I actually go out and make chicken noodle soup.
No,
So.
have you called your mom yet?
Well, I called
That's
her.
when you know you're really.
I called her. I
worst.
texted her. I was on the phone with her yesterday. I told her I was feeling bad, and she's like, "Do you want me to bring you anything?" And I was like, "Not yet, but maybe later."
But if I'm not better by Friday, I need that.
On Friday, I'm gonna need some emergency thing to make me feel better.
We'll know it's bad when Isaiah is not going to text us and tell us he's not coming to work.
Yeah.
His mom will
His
call.
mom's
Yes.
gonna call.
So Isaiah won't be in today.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad if that happens. But let's all start placing bets. Do we think Isaiah will come in tomorrow or not?
I think he's going to make it the rest of the week.
You think so?
Yeah.
We'll push through. You work hard.
I hope not.
He's just
I
going to
hope
have
I'm out of here tomorrow. I'm like, well, using one of the sick days.
You come in and you're like wearing 8 coats. It's like, how are you getting
I feel
those all
worse,
on
actually.
you?
I think he's going to have one extra coat every day until the weekend.
The Riot Podcast. Radio U.
It's finally come to an end. The Arthur finale aired recently. You can actually watch it for free on YouTube right now if you'd like to.
Boy, guys, if we are, then we have nothing else to watch.
Well, you don't want to relive. Okay, what was it? Last year, everybody was crying. Oh, Steve from Blue's Clues, boo-hoo. But now I bring up Arthur, and it's like, we're too grown up for Arthur.
Well, actually, last year, Arthur was a topic, too, because there was a podcast where they were
Yeah.
trying to find all the... Was it the voice actors from the show?
all the males mostly who had voiced DW,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
And so-
DW, the little girl.
It became a big thing to, like, talk about Arthur again.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, Arthur will be ending soon. And so
And
they had the end.
Arthur has lived on, not to the extent of SpongeBob, but Arthur has lived on in memes for quite a while, too. There's a lot of those out there. So
Now, don't get mad, but is Arthur he's not a bunny, he's not a mouse.
He's an aardvark.
Aardvark?
Is that what he is? He's an aardvark? I guess I do know that, yes.
Yeah, of course.
Based off look, you would definitely think mouse, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But the
he
A
doesn't
in
have
Arthur.
the typical long face you would expect for an aardvark. So they get points deducted for that. But in the finale of Arthur, which just aired, and again, you can watch it online if you'd like for
If
free.
you need closure from your childhood.
Yeah, if you just want to check back in on some of the characters you grew up with, they've also now grown up. And so we find out in the finale, and I guess I'll spoil it for you all here if you haven't seen it, but that doesn't mean it's not worth going and watching. So Arthur, when he grows up in the show, he winds up becoming, writing his own graphic novel.
Hey.
He so would.
You think?
He so would.
That's
And
so
he has
Arthur,
hair.
right? Somehow he has hair. That's what I don't really understand that, because he doesn't really have hair as a
Yeah.
child, but all of a sudden he's got a lot of it as an adult. And get this, though. The graphic novel he writes, it's called Arthur. And the first, and it
so
starts.
conceited.
It starts with him getting his first pair of glasses, just like the show.
Cute.
Whoa! It makes your mind explode. Let's see.
Not if you didn't remember the show.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just you.
Buster Baxter, the bunny.
Yeah.
He grows up to become a teacher.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about that. Francine Frinsky, you know her. She's like a monkey type creature, and she is hyper competitive, of course.
Yeah.
So when she grows up, she turns that into something good. She starts her own sneaker company and is quite successful at it.
Wow.
Cool.
Incredible.
Let's see. DW, Arthur's little sister. She
Yeah.
grows up to become a police officer. Some people thought that was fitting that she would become a narc. Some were saying.
That's cute.
And this is the one that really burns me up, though, guys. Muffy Crosswire.
Yeah.
She grows up and runs for mayor.
And
Looky there.
What about Muffy Crosswire as a child?
Isaiah, I feel like we're not getting it as much because
No.
we don't remember Arthur.
Don't remember the show.
What about Muffy Crosswire is from an affluent family. Her dad is a car salesman. He has a car dealership.
Well, then, yeah, she'd be the mayor.
Why?
She bought it. Her
Because
family
she's
bought
rich?
it.
Yeah, but she's not qualified. Who would vote for Muffy Crosswire?
It's Arthur. Don't look too much into
You're
it.
looking
I'm
too
looking
much into it.
This is a TV show. The writers could have written anything. They should have written Muffy Crosswire to finally get her comeuppance for all the, looking down on everyone that she did.
It's comforting that the future look at the Arthur characters, that you were reminding that it's a kid show, because if not, if this was like an older show, one of them wouldn't be here anymore.
Oh,
you learn
yes.
some sort of life
That's what
lesson
Isaiah and I
about it.
talked about. We were trying to predict which one would be a sad sack failure. Apparently,
Who'd be gone?
none of them. The writers weren't brave enough to do that.
So you're going to watch the Arthur finale?
You know what? I just might.
I think you should.
I mean, it's kind of been spoiled for me, but I think it might be fun.
Okay.
What about you?
No, I will not be tuning in.
Why not? What do you got better to do? Don't you want to feel like a kid again?
No, I barely watched Arthur as a child, let alone now.
Well, you could have fooled me.
Well, I did fool you. I did.
I think out of the three of us, you are the one who knows the most about Arthur.
Oh, 100%.
So it feels fitting.
Also, I
that
read this whole article. So.
You're the one who watches it.
I'll watch it for all of us.
Thank
Report
you.
back.
If you missed out on the next Riot moment when it originally aired, you don't know how lucky you are. You're listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Haircut advice for you. And I know what you're thinking. Well,
You don't cut your hair.
Yeah, so how
Is
can
that
you
the
give
advice?
Yeah, no, I actually, it's worked out well for me, hasn't it?
He's been saying he should go get his hair cut for like 6 months.
Yeah, I'm really thinking about it.
But you wear your hat
I
all
love
the time.
thinking about things I would never do. No, I do probably should get a haircut. But no, this advice actually, it doesn't come from me. It comes from my grandfather. Not that he was known for great haircuts either, not at least in the time I've known him, maybe in his younger days. But he used to say the difference between a good haircut and a bad cut is 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, because it would just grow, you get a bad haircut, 2 weeks go by, it'll grow
grows
back
out.
out, you'll be fine,
Oh,
right?
that's wisdom right there.
That is wisdom that I have not exactly applied to my haircut situation.
Meaning if you are super upset about something right in the moment,
Yep.
give it a little bit of time and you can work through it.
Yeah, and I think that's true for a lot of things. If you've got an issue going on, let's say you make a mistake or something goes wrong, it's only a matter of time before it can go away. It doesn't always. Like there's some things in life that you make a mistake or somebody does something to you and it feels like it follows you around forever. But it doesn't have to be that way. When you have a relationship with God, He is great at helping you move past stuff. Put stuff in the past that needs to be in the past. So when you have a relationship with God, it might not even be 2 weeks. The difference between something bad happening and wrecking your life and the difference between something happening that sucks in the moment, but you can move on from, it can be 2 weeks, it could be less. God wants to come into your life and help you be able to deal with the issues that we all go through, the struggles that you're going to face. We're all going to face stuff from time to time, but God can help you deal with it to make sure it doesn't follow you around for the rest of your days. All you need to do is say, hey, God, I want that. I've got some stuff I'm still carrying with me from a long time ago. I've got some stuff I'm going through right now that I don't want to keep going with me forever, whatever it may be. Just ask Jesus for help, and He will do it for you. Start talking to God. He'll talk to you. He will help you out.
Store at room temperature? Now that they can do. The Riot RadioU.
Well, scientists think they have discovered a brand new kind of dinosaur. That's what they say.
Wow.
They think they found a new one in Argentina. This one, though, is a little unique for a dinosaur.
What's the matter with it? Well, I shouldn't say that.
What's the matter with it?
That's wrong. That was wrong.
That was a wrong thing to say.
What's unique about it?
Right. Yes. That's much better.
What makes it different?
For this dinosaur, which they are calling Guamisia okii. Sure, whatever. Who's going to check me on that? They say that it had basically no arms.
Well, I'm looking at a render of it.
Yeah.
It has arms. It's just
They don't really count.
they're just so tiny that it's not anything.
Remember in Deadpool when he has like the little baby portion of his body? It's basically like that. It's like he got little tiny baby arms and you think about when you think about T-Rexes and stuff. Of course, you think of them with the smaller arms for
These
their
are
size.
smaller than that.
These are not that. These are basically hardly even there. And so they say that makes it unique. I don't know if I buy it.
Buy it that it's a new. What if that one was just a anomaly for that dinosaur?
Or what if it had arms and they're just not looking hard enough?
They
or
got
something?
they got eaten.
I'm instantly skeptical of any dinosaur stuff.
Oh, you are?
Matter of fact, How do we even know dinosaurs were here at all?
Well, let's not get into that.
Why not?
I feel like that's opening up
I don't
something.
think there's enough questioning of the dinosaurs.
So what's the
How do the scientists always know, like, this is what it looked like?
They don't. I mean, this is a rendering of what based on putting bones together.
But how do they know the bones go together? It could be from two different dinosaurs. It could be from things that aren't dinosaurs at all.
I'm too tired to question dinosaurs today. Could we not question dinosaurs?
No, I think we deserve to know.
Is this a conspiracy? Is this a new thing? Are they trying to get money out of this?
I think one guy, once upon a time, one scientist, he was like, oh, I made it into it was a big lizard. And everybody's like, yeah. and we've just gone with it ever since.
Well, okay. We'll set that aside for another day. And we're just focusing on they think they found a new dinosaur.
I think, worst case scenario, they're lying to us about dinosaurs. Best case scenario, the scientists here were I guess they could have gotten it right, or they're just lazy. They just messed something up. They missed the arms.
They're saying with this new possible dinosaur found in Argentina that even though it doesn't, there are little arms, but basically there's not much there. They say that it shouldn't be confused, though, for a dinosaur that wouldn't have been powerful, that it seems like it still has a powerful head and jaw to catch prey.
Yeah.
So it's probably similar to the T-Rex and a mean dinosaur.
That's what they say anyways. That's what they're telling us.
Okay.
So what they want us to believe.
All right. If you believe those things.
Yeah, right. That's up to you.
I never thought, you didn't know you questioned dinosaurs.
Well, all this time we don't have any pictures of them or anything?
Okay, never mind.
I'm just saying. It feels suspicious.
And I respect what you're saying.
Thank you.
I hear what you're saying.
All points of view are welcome on this show.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm hearing.
Welcome to The Riot, where you listen to us and that's it. It's pretty much a one-way street. The Riot. RadioU.
Here is something that maybe will be exciting for all of us.
What is it?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
He's doing something. He's joining forces with Logan Paul.
Oh, the YouTuber guy?
Yeah. Now, they're not fighting each other.
Sure.
I think Logan might win that one, actually, at Arnold's age. He's 74, I think.
Oh, my gosh, he's 74?
He is 74.
You didn't know that?
Wow, that's pretty up there for
He's
Arnold.
getting up there. He looks good for 74.
Oh, yeah, he
Not
does.
good enough to fight Logan Paul.
But that's so mean when you're always qualifying it with.
What
You
do you
look
mean?
good for
For your
74.
age.
Fine. Arnold
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger, he just looks good.
Doesn't matter.
He looks good at any age.
Sure.
Maybe not if he was a baby. That'd be a weird. He doesn't look good for a baby.
Okay, good.
He and Logan Paul are teaming up. They are going to be, I guess, hosting the slap fighting championships in just a couple weeks.
So is that going to be at the Arnold event?
I'm thinking, because, it's coming up in Columbus, Ohio, March 5th.
Yeah.
And so they are going to be actually live streaming the entire event for free. You'll be able to watch it on Logan Paul's YouTube channel if you so choose.
Oh, Arnold, is that what we're doing?
This is what we're doing nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's going to be in town anyways.
Well, I know, but they're really pushing him a part of it.
Yeah.
And it feels like his people said, hey, we got to get you to Logan Paul to
Yeah.
get to the younger people.
Yeah.
And, him being good but still old, for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, hold on. Logan Paul doesn't, he doesn't need Arnold Schwarzenegger's help, right? He's doing fine on his own.
I guess it just feels
So why
like,
would he reach out to Arnold unless he really thought he could add something?
I don't know. They're also probably trying to maybe bring a different spin to the Arnold event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to get more interested people. I've seen slap fighting like on YouTube. I didn't know it had like a championship.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it does.
But man, people get really wrecked with
I
it.
love it.
You
I
like
love
it?
watching the slap fighting. Oh yeah,
So-
on my TikTok, there's a good portion of it that I get slap fighting videos.
Really?
Yes.
That's what the algorithm's giving you.
I follow a lot of slap fighting backyard leagues.
So,
So those are the good ones.
Would you like to go to the championships?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You guys want to go together? We can
think
set
we
you
can get
guys
press
up.
passes?
Oh, you could absolutely.
We could
Are you
go live.
serious?
RadioU
I'm
live there.
serious. Yeah.
You want to go?
Do you want
Yeah,
to
let's
be?
go.
What do they call when you get added to the ticket? Like your
Oh my gosh.
your bout will be earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Should we be a part of it?
Yeah. You want to slap?
Can we enroll?
I don't know if I can do this.
Oh my gosh, he's backing out
I'm not
already.
mad. I know I want to go. I just don't
Okay,
want to.
now.
I don't want to be slapped. You look at the videos of this.
I know it's crazy. It's
Hang on.
crazy.
insane.
Now I'm going to throw this out there to everybody because I need your guys' opinion because it's really about you guys. Our upcoming spring fundraiser,
Oh my gosh. Don't even play.
slap fight one afternoon.
One
Enough money?
afternoon.
I don't know. I'd have to train.
Could you slap me?
Yes.
No.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I would never do that.
But if the listeners gave enough, just a tiny little wake up slap.
$10,
you
one
could
slap for
slap
Nikki. One donation.
Okay, I was thinking like 10,000.
Oh,
let's
yeah.
let's
It'd have
raise
to
the
be a
bar a
lot.
little bit.
One-time
higher.
contribution for $3.
Yeah, good luck. I'll go ahead and schedule the meeting for the day after the slap.
Yes.
Well, it's interesting. So it's going to come up on Logan Paul's YouTube channel with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It doesn't say if like Logan Paul or Arnold Schwarzenegger are doing any slapping. I think it's just the
I don't
people
think
who
they're-
do the slap stuff.
I mean, they can do. I don't know if Arnold will do anything. Logan Paul can do some fighting, but slap fighting, totally different thing.
Oh, yeah.
Totally different type of training.
Do you think
You got to build up a lot of scar tissue here.
Yeah,
you know?
you think boxers look down at like people watching slap fighting?
Yeah.
And like,
I feel like they would, yeah. Just because it's a one-shot deal. It's just how many times can you get slapped in the face and just take that?
I don't know, but these guys are. You can tell though they're tough.
They have big hands. You can always see the hand size. That's a big part of it. Some big clobbers in the
That
hands.
sucks
and
too,
boom.
because I'm horrible at it. My hands are tiny.
I
They're
have little
dainty,
hands,
dainty
too.
little fingers.
how do you think you cheat in slap fighting? You put like stuff in your cheeks or
Oh,
something?
yeah.
You know, you'd still get red and hurt,
Some
but if you put
tissues.
some cushion.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to wear a mouth guard for this, right?
Yeah, you
Your
have to
teeth
wear a
will be
mouth guard,
ruined.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm watching the promo video. They're slapping. It shows them training. They're slapping watermelons. This watermelon's just breaking into pieces.
Oh, you're right, because it would hurt your hand even.
Oh,
It would
yeah.
hurt-
Oh, yeah. I was
yeah.
just thinking about your face, but your hand would be hurt
Over
too.
and over.
Do you think
again.
you could break a watermelon with your bare hand just by slapping it?
Yes.
Some of these guys are they're pretty strong.
Yeah.
This is a whole different world. Well, I'm looking forward to this now.
All right, so the slap fighting championship, the Hudson Isaia match to be announced.
It's an undercard.
It is. We'll tell you the time when it gets scheduled.
You might be thinking that this won't be quite as bad the second time around. Well, you'd be greatly mistaken. You're listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Love this story. This is great. Paul Lamont, he's 38 years old. He is accused of a few things: threatening behavior, drug possession,
Uh-oh.
and refusing to comply with a drug search.
Uh-oh.
When
You know what that means?
I'm going to tell you what it means if you don't know.
Let's see if I think it is what it is.
He is accused of having of cocaine.
Yeah.
But he was concealing the cocaine. Where do you conceal cocaine?
Well, if you're being searched, they take your clothes off and they search around.
A strip search?
And this is where I do not envy if you're a police officer, because the stories you must have.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many places to hide things. So where do you hide the drugs
Yep.
when someone's a-coming?
And you only have a couple options.
Is it his bottom?
It was.
Okay.
At least, I guess, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because the way that he refused to comply with the drug search, I guess, after you get strip searched and they're still looking, they move on to the cavity search.
Oh, gosh.
And
I
for
can't.
his cavity search, they say he repeatedly refused to comply with instructions and repeatedly clenched his buttocks
to write a report about this.
in an alleged attempt to conceal an item. This is back in January 17th
Yeah.
at the Kilmarnock police station, which I have to assume is in Ireland.
Well, it's not like this is the only thing he refused to do. He was also shouting.
Yeah.
He swore. He behaved aggressively to the police officers, threatening violence, and added to that the alleged possession of cocaine.
Yeah, so let this be a lesson to you. You might not think that clenching your buttocks could be a crime.
But it could.
In certain instances, if somebody's trying to get up there.
You just don't know. Hey, this article's not good enough, though, because they say that bail was granted, so he has to return to court at a later date.
Yeah, he hasn't been convicted yet.
No one tells you what happens. Does he still have it? Did he go home with it there? Like, I need some further details.
Yeah, I don't know how they. They're accusing him of having drugs. Were they able to retrieve them with his buttocks clenched?
Because if not, he got to go home with it. I need more details.
I can just imagine for the police officer, and it's in Ireland. You're gonna have to unclench your buttocks for me.
Oh no,
That's not
No.
threatening enough for.
Nope, not threatening enough.
You're gonna have to unclench Now unclench for me, laddie.
I need, oh gosh, laddie. I need more anger.
They probably were cursing at him. It's Ireland. They weren't being too kind.
They were. So
it's words I can't say on the air. And they definitely wouldn't be saying buttocks either.
Paul Lamont, 38. That's the guy. And this is just a reminder. You're like, I would never get to that point. You don't want to start off anything because you don't want to end up like this.
Because one day you wind up in an Irish police station and they're telling you to unclench.
And someone's saying laddie.
When they tell you unclench, unclench. They mean it.
Thanks for sharing the story, Hudson. You're picking the best stories today.
This is a fun one.
Yeah.
You've made it all the way to the end of the Worst of the Riot. This show only exists because of support from listeners like you. Find out more and help out at radiou.com/donate.